What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I did to talk about the video, and we're just gonna hop right into it. So today we'll be doing Northern North Carolina stories since it's Monday. Like I like to tell niggas all the time, I'm from Raleigh. So, I just like to do these stories, since I'm from the area, focus on it. North Carolina don't got a lot of shit. So anyway, today we're gonna be doing one out of Durham. Pretty sad one, not gonna lie. We're doing it about London Powers, RIP. So London Powers was a North Carolina Central University student who, while moving out from her ex-boyfriend that, she had told she was going to leave, her ex-boyfriend then shot and killed her and then shot and killed himself. So RIP to London Powers, RIP to Damian Tinsley as well, but I do have some choice words for that. But very sad situation, like I said, especially, any murder suicide is pretty sad, but it's very sad, for the woman, because, she didn't mean for it to go out like this. Everybody who talked about her basically talked about how she was basically like a ray of sunshine. She was a very sweet person. So that's very sad. She really didn't deserve to go out like this.
Yeah, a very traumatic situation. And so we spoke with London's friend Cheyenne Boyd, and Cheyenne says that London was actually in the midst of moving out of the apartment that she shared with her ex-boyfriend at the time. She was really excited about a fresh new start, but all of that was cut short.
And she was just so happy to finally be moving out, getting her own place. The apartment she lived at with her ex-boyfriend.
Cheyenne Boyd describes the final moment she shared with her friend London Powers. They met freshman year at North Carolina Central University.
And she was also saying she would never deal with no man like that again. She said she knows the signs to look for, and she would just leave if a man ever came to her acting like that ever again.
But before that could happen, Durham police received a call from the Camden Point Apartments on Monday afternoon. Cheyenne says London's ex-boyfriend, Damian Tinsley, who once played football at St. Aug's University, showed up unexpectedly. There was a brief argument. Then Cheyenne says Damian got physical with London. That's when London tried to call 911 before things took a deadly turn.
She says her address. She's like, he has a gun. That's literally all she was able to say.
Cheyenne says Damian shot London before turning the gun and firing a shot towards her. Cheyenne says she wasn't hit and that Damian looked her in her eyes before taking his own life.
I'm on the phone with the police. I'm screaming. I'm like, somebody please help me.
Damian died at the scene, and London later died at the hospital.
The things around this, like some details that we have gotten about it. One, we have gotten that one Miss Tinsley had a outstanding warrant. They didn't release exactly what the outstanding warrant was for because they said they couldn't find him. The fact that he was moving out a apartment with the woman that people knew he was in a relationship with. Whatever he did probably wasn't that serious because it don't seem that they was looking for him that hard. But that's not important. Another detail we got this coming from London Powers' mother. I think her name's Tia Powers off the top of my head, and she said that he had put out before that, like a couple weeks before, talking about that he would kill her and him both. Well, I don't think so. He might not say him, but he did say that he would kill her. So that kind of leads me into my last point about domestic violence in the Black community, because I always said I don't think as Black people we take domestic violence serious enough. It's a lot that can, we've seen a lot of situations, and this part of it is not just, for Black people, but where, say, a man has, previously got aggressive with a woman. She's called the police. The police, basically kind of didn't even do anything. And then he comes back eventually and he kills her. We see a lot of situations like that. I just feel like if he had already put out before that he would do it, he probably wasn't going to. He probably didn't, had a history of this. Basically, is what I'm saying. So I feel like we should pay more attention in the history of this, of aggressors and domestic violence, things like that. I mean, both ways. Women can be domestically violent towards men or women in a relationship with women, but it's just, I just feel like we should, pay more attention to this, because if somebody, had paid more attention to his, posts and things of that sort, we could have saved 2 lives today. And it's just a sad situation to see. But like, obviously, RIP to London Powers. I was RIP to him too, even though it is kind of crazy that you did this over her leaving you. But we don't know what he was going through, where his mindset was at. So I'm not going to say too much about that. But that's really all I got to say, though. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I need to talk about the video, and we out.